Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Simon the WalshamRaider, and welcome back to Panda Country. Trying something a little bit new today, so if the screen isn't quite as right as I thought it was going to be, then do forgive me a little bit. We're playing Marvel Puzzle Quest again, but this time I've worked out a way of recording from my iPad. So, hopefully it comes up okay. Yeah, we'll have to see how it goes a little bit. It's continuing on from my previous Puzzle Quest video, but it's then showing you sort of the one I've been playing for longer than the sort of the Steam version, so you can see sort of what happens when you get a bit further into the game. Not 100% sure how it's going to come out, so as I say, bear with me. So you can see my rewards from previous, so quite a few reward tokens there. So that's from an event that was... Go back onto the story. So there was a new event started this morning, so I thought this was the right time to get some stuff recorded. But the first thing I'm going to do is my dailies. There we go. Yeah, who doesn't love tacos? So every day there's a separate thing. I think it starts about 11 AM over here. I'm not sure if it's different in other parts of the world. So there's a required character one every day, and if you complete both those things, you get a another cover for that character. So as you can see in this one, Mystique is the required character. So it's probably best to try and... What I like to try and do is build... So she uses purple, blue and black. So try and find other colours that will either support her powers or will gain us... or will kind of complement her with using other colours. So she uses blue, yellow... sorry, green, yellow and black. So I need someone that's red. Who's Deadpool? Because who doesn't love Deadpool? Not to mention what his purple power is absolutely hilarious, which I will show you in a minute, hopefully. Now, not too... so Dakon's the weakest there, but he'll keep healing up, so we'll leave him for now. Probably stick Captain America. We'll probably target Captain America first. I've just realised there's some 5s there. Always important to look at the board. So because he's matched 5, one of Hawkeye's powers is then stuck to the purple countdowns down, and each one of those will do damage when I run out. It's a one I use myself, which you'll see later on in the dailies. So if I do that, because they will the computer will always target the 4 in a row, or 5s if they see it. So it's well worth doing that to get rid of as many of them as possible, despite the fact I want the purple AP myself. So that's the take damage from one of them. There's not a lot I can do about that. With countdown tiles, it's kind of, you have to do a little bit of triage really. You have to kind of work out which ones you can take and which ones you can't. So I'm not quite sure if this is going to be totally up to date or not. Like I say, like, up to date with what I'm doing on the screen. I'm not quite sure how much it's going to lag or not. So if it does get out a little bit, I do apologise. But hopefully, if this works well enough, then I should be doing more iOS stuff in the future. Squirrel girl! I know it's better to sort of take someone out completely, but when I'm trying to save up a purple which will hit everybody and is really quite an amusing one, then it's why I find that it's best to try and cover as many colours as possible with your team. If you have like a team which all uses the same colour, sometimes where like this you're like, oh, it's really important that I match as many of like one colour as possible, but the board won't always give it to you. Because I know there's a team that uses Ares, I think it is, that Timmy Billy uses, which is that again, like matching as many blue tiles as green tiles as possible. Which, if it works for him, that's fine, and honestly, if it works for you guys, but I tend not to kind of limit myself to one. Shoot her yellow just because we can. So yeah, this Mohawk Storm, it's the same as the 1-star Storm, but she starts at a higher level, so she does more damage and that kind of thing. You can just sort of keep her powered up. 5 in a row, so we get an extra turn. Might actually cascade enough to take him out. Oh no. What? So the Deadpool purple power, possibly my favourite one. leave it up there just so you can read it a little bit, or you can pause it if you need to. So he drops a sperm whale on his opponents, dealing 4,000 damage to each of them. Or, because I've got enough, it'll drop like every whale he has, but I really don't need to. Win the game by dropping a whale on someone. What's not to love? So I'll explain why I need that 2000 ISO 8 in a minute. So now these haven't been working. It's quite strange. Like, as I say, they're used as free to play, but you buy upgrades for coins and ISO 8 and that kind of thing. They've just started sticking in ads. Obviously, it just gives you a bonus thing if you watch them. You can just ignore it if you want to. But I've been finding the last couple of days. Yeah, but I've been finding with those adverts I've not always been playing. I've been getting lots of error messages, so it's kind of a bit of a crapshoot as to whether or not you get the bonuses or not. So with it, so if you're in an alliance, which I'll show you that screen in a little bit, everybody that plays over that day, so as you can see, we can see a lot of them. Cookie, you've not been playing again. Anyone that's not been online, or everyone that's been playing on that day, you get an extra bonus, 100 ISO 8. And the daily rewards, which I said about in the last video. Yeah, it's going to be coins. You need lots of coins. For me to unlock another slot to get another character, I need 850, I think it is now. So as you can see, that was my 403rd reward, so it's been... Although it says on there, it's like 6 more days to the next like big token, I will get small rewards over the next few days. Okay, more ISO 8, perfect. So that's in the versus stuff. I'll go to that one in a little bit. So this one, say like it's very low level, so I'll probably do this quite easy because I've got 3 1-star characters just for this part. Although it will let you do it with less if you happen to get one of their characters. So when you play a match and it's, say, if Storm was on the other team, I wouldn't be able to select her. But for this, it does let you do it with 2 if you haven't got them. So even if you're a very low level, you're only just starting the game, you still might be able to beat this one, so you'll get something from the dailies. So take Moonstone out first. It's always a good start when you can get like 5 in a row straight away. Because she's now gone. Probably should have used the critical tar for something else, but never mind. So as you'd have seen, the 1-star characters I've got are a much lower level than the other characters that I was selecting just now. Every character has like a level cap. I think it's about 94 for 2-star, 50 for 1, 166 for 3 stars, and the 4s and 5s are nowhere near getting level caps for it, so I just don't know. Okay, another one done. So although 500 isn't much in the grand scheme of things, when you're at a low level you need kind of, and actually especially with the amount of people that I've got waiting to train up, you need all the help you can get. So this one is you can use 1 and 2-star characters, so this is a favourite combo of mine. It breaks a little bit what I say about kind of matching as many of the colours as possible, but basically Magneto's purple power allows me to change a certain number of ordinary tiles to blues. So I can use that to say I was going to use the mouse cursor, but it's not recording it. So say I can match these blues to get 5 in a row, which then triggers Hawkeye's multiple speed shot power. Yeah, so when you match 5 or more, converts 4 purples to countdowns, which then deal damage when they're done. Not to mention that also builds up towards Storm's Windstorm, which can't word today. Stuns 1 enemy for 4 turns and deals 2,000 damage to everyone, so it's like quite a nice little combo. So we start with the purples again. Not always about the purple, it's just the sort of Deadpools one and then this particular combo. Of course, once again, the board doesn't always let you do it. As you can see, there's a counter in the corner when the enemy AP disappears again. There we go. So there's 3 left in this round, and then it'll bring up the next load of enemies. Because this is a wave level. There we go. Okay, so what we'll do is so across there. That'll give us 5 in a row, and we'll do that as well. And he spawns a load of red tiles with that as well. It used to be 5, but they scaled it down because there was the blue power that Mystique has, and with his purple power, like you could then spawn blue tiles to then make her to fill her blue power up, which then converted a load of stuff to purple tiles to then spit. So effectively, you could give yourself an infinite amount of turns. So slightly game breaking. So I need to try and do. There we go. So I've then got all of those countdown tiles. Okay, that cascade would have been beautiful if it had actually been doing damage. As you can see, so we've now got 4 enemies to face. Almost health he has. So Storm is going to take all of those out. Unfortunately, this is, with the daily stuff, this is what starts to happen when you've upgraded your character so much. You're kind of ahead of the power level of it a little bit, but never mind. Okay, lost a few of my countdowns. Oh no, a 5 turn. Yeah, so each of those is going to be doing 1,000 odd damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're looking sort of over 9,000 damage to one guy with 406 health. Or 476, sorry. There we go. Sorry, still coughing a little bit. Nearly better. Getting there. Give me another taco. Obviously not going to make you guys watch the ads, but really need the bonuses. What's it giving me? Oh, A command point. For goodness sake. Okay. So Spider-Man, Storm and Magneto, so I can't use the 2 from my other, so it's instantly taking them out of my team. I think what we'll do is, it's another little combo I've been using on this sort of 3rd level. So every purple match gives me a protect tile from Bullseye. Yeah, apparently he gets adamantium bones at some point, but I don't remember seeing that in the comics. Yeah, it's quite a... I find this has been quite interesting to learn sort of some of the more background about characters, like sort of different, certainly different sort of variations and costumes that they've had and that kind of thing. There is kind of like character bias and that kind of thing as well, and some of the story mode, which I'll show you in a bit, kind of covers some of the storylines in the books, especially around sort of post-Civil War, so the rise of Norman Osborn's Hammer organisation and the Dark Avengers. Yeah, lots of cool stuff. They also tend, as you saw with the loading screen was Doctor Strange, they've been doing sort of, when the new Marvel films come out, they do like tie-in events and that kind of thing. You saw me fighting some Ultron bots earlier. Yeah, really cool stuff. And they're constantly adding like new stuff to it. Like we've just been given Agent Venom. Oh god. Lots of lovely projectiles. So what I really need to be doing is going for Moonstone's black power, which will capture a load of them, or Miss Marvel's red power, which will destroy them. Do that. That's going to steal 3 of them. I always find, because of luck of the board, it always tends to put them where I've met. There's no reds about to match, so we'll do that to get rid of that one. Thank you, put a red tile where I can match it. And that destroys my... it's just moved it about, so I've technically not lost anything. Oh, there was a 5 in the middle, and I wasn't watching. And even if it's not a colour that you have, like... so the yellows on this aren't quite as powerful, especially now Miss Marvel's been stunned. But it's better to get a 5 in a row than to waste it, kind of thing. Or to let your opponent use it. Can't use it. Even though blues aren't very good on this particular combination, sort of missed the colour out, but that purple power that Moonstone does, if they have a shield token or any of the other kind of special tiles, it moves it across. If it doesn't, it then collapses them. Oh, I just realised I could have done it with the blacks there. Never mind. But that will give us a nice little combo. And because Magneto's now gone, he can't use his shield power up anymore. Do that one. It does, after a while, if you're sitting there looking at the board and thinking, I can't see a match 3 anywhere, it will kind of highlight one to do. It may not necessarily be a good one, but it'll at least highlight something you can do. Yeah, so her Hailstorm power up then puts every fist icon is at the end of their turn will then attack and do damage. Yeah, apologies, there's probably not going to be very much sort of in the way of peril as such, because sort of they're all kind of at a set level of character, whereas a lot of mine are quite a bit further on now. But I sort of wanted to show you guys sort of the starting out what happens, and to kind of compare the Steam version to the iOS version. So obviously the iOS version with my save game is a lot further along. So I wanted to show you guys kind of what you can build up to. Unfortunately, this one only destroys shield powers, but at least it's got rid of one. You use team up. No, her yellow's there, but what it does, it spawns a load of extra team up tiles, and I've not really been using team up power ups that much recently, and that power up destroys team up ones anyway, so I want to give her more ammunition. Show you what's... No, we'll go for damage. Yes, that does damage to the whole team. Then counts down to when that reaches 0, it'll then do like bonus damage to the whole team again. So this will, I think it does like quite a small amount of damage, but then also you can use it to take tiles out and move the board around a bit. So that will drop down in a minute. Do that, which then drops down that 3 in the top corner. So the XP thing in the top corner is you get so much, but every time you go up a level you get bonus ice away, which again I'm in quite high need of. So what we'll do is we'll do the Deadpool stuff. I'll then possibly leave. What I'll probably do is take a break in that, go on and do the story mode, and I'll sort of at the end of this video I'll open all the stuff up. We'll do it that way. This is sort of like one of my top level ones. Unfortunately, that Black Widow is only a 2-star character, so she's not quite as strong as the other two. So you have to kind of protect her a little bit. But every colour does damage. And Black Widow's blue power not only delays countdowns of enemy tiles, it also gives health boost, so you can kind of heal your team up a bit. It's part of the reason that I took Spider-Man out second, because he has a heal power up as well. I hate placing the Ultron characters. They just put tiles everywhere. actually probably one of the more... I'd say like the Ultron bots are actually probably one of the more difficult kind of lackeys to fight against. Because they're one of the few that actually get to make moves, and as well as the countdown stuff, they're just constantly like destroying tiles and putting their own ones up. So it can be, if you're using a team which relies on countdown tiles like the Hawkeye, the Hawkeye Storm Magneto combo I was using, they can just sort of keep wiping the board and taking your tiles off. I really want her in front if I can help it. I'm not sure why the sound's cutting in and out. I don't know if that's on the recording or my headphones or... Oh, I need blue, that green rather. Unless that's him gone next turn. Pick a love hole. It's a little bit sort of random as to what he destroys, but if they've got lots of tiles on the board, you can guarantee that he'll pick off one or two. You have to be careful when he's on your team though, because he can then nick your own ones. Ow! Also, the handy thing about the computer opponent is that where that 4 he's just made, if he'd have dropped the top one down, it would give him like a match 5 and an extra go, but they don't seem to notice those. Great blues. Okay. Only one? Oh, that was a rubbish one. At least give me the full thing. Well, so if I get rid of that first. So there's no countdown tiles, so I can use that to heal us up a bit. Okay. 4,000 damage. Boom! This Cyclops is so cool. I think there is a higher starred one that's in his kind of classic blue and yellow outfit, but still a load of stuff from there. So though that one doesn't do damage, it then strips AP from the other team, which then prevents them from doing damage. If I can do something like that and then keep it my turn, that means this Ultron guy, because it's a yellow one that then puts down shields, I'm going to take him out straight away. Nearly. Don't worry about it quite as much. Shoot. If you see a 5, it's best to do it before you do something that then destroys sections of the board, because otherwise you then may not be able to... Because you can guarantee it will take out one of the tiles that you needed. You can tell they had a lot of AP built up. So what we'll do is use our... Put some more red tiles on the board. Damn. Except for when you match them up and it then takes it out. Okay, well, we'll just do that anyway. Because if you get over 9 reds on the board, it does like even more damage and stuns himself. But as it turned out, I managed to match enough to damage her enough, so I didn't actually need it. But okay, so more Ultron bots. 3 or 4, nearly there. He's the highest highest health, so we'll hit him first. Look, take that one out as well. Yeah, those purples will be handy, because we saw they've got quite a bit of... So although sort of a lot of the grunts don't take turns, they just kind of build their AP up naturally. So you have to keep an eye on it, otherwise sort of in a thing like this where you're facing like waves and waves of grunts, and then you suddenly get like a playable character, they've then got like loads of AP and can use a load of their special moves like we saw in this Marvel. He's got the most health, so we'll take him out first. Good. Actually, if that puts them in that corner, it gives me a match 5. Which then keeps it my turn. Steal his AP. Which gives me enough to do that. There we go, that finishes that, gives me some more AP and a Mystique cover. Right, so that's Deadpool Daily's gone. Let's see what we got from the tokens. Unfortunately, it takes a little bit of time. So you can see you can buy packs of, but they do get rather expensive. So that's a 2-star character. So gold is a 3-star. Colossus. As you see, it's showing you one of their. You get like 1 power per cover, and you can variably, if you want to upgrade one, you can gain the other 2 colours. Another Mystique. Okay. And another Wolverine. So now we've opened up, we can see our roster's now got 14 different. So that is my team of characters, so 64 at the moment. So my 3 1-stars at the bottom. 4 stars automatically start at level 70. So you can see there's loads where I've only got like a singular cover for them at the moment. A couple of the 4 stars you can then, once you then start getting different covers, you can then start to load them up. You get more in a level. So for example, like comparing Iron Man to the Hulkbuster suit to Jean Grey. If you get 2 of the same cover, you can upgrade them further than if you get 1 of each. And so like the blue 2-star characters, once you get to their level cap, you can then pay a load of ISO 8 to make them champions. And then every cover just gives them another level, and you get bonuses that way. So it's quite a nice. It's quite. It wasn't recent as such, but it was development they put later on in the game, so you actually get more out of sort of the spare covers where you've got, oh, that's already max level, then you can't do anything with it anymore. So a few 3-star characters there. Some of my higher level 2-stars. And we're starting to get to sort of my high level 3-stars. So let's say like 166 is the level cap for 3-stars. So we've got a few champions there. And the reason I need ISO 8 at the moment is is at the bottom I have a couple of 3-star beast tokens, but he's already at his max amount of covers I can use, so I need to level him up to his level cap, then promote him to a champion, then I can use those to upgrade him further and get rewards back. You can see I've also got a couple of level 70s, but I don't have, if I try and hit recruit, it says I need slots. And the downside to Puzzle Quest, I know obviously it's a game and they want to make money and that kind of thing, is that your covers have an expiration date, so you have to either unlock the character or sell it, or you lose the... So at the moment I need another 400 coins at least. If I just show you the payment screen. So I'm in a bit of a bind at the moment. I've got like a couple of weeks to try and get the slots or the money in to be able to do it, or I'm going to have to fork out some money. Yeah, I don't mind. I've chipped in a little bit here and there, but I don't want to whack 15 quid down in one go for like a... Yeah, it's the same with my Doctor Doom. He's at level cap, but I've then got to try and level him up. There's another 4-star there, Kate Bishop. I can train Mystique. And she's now at her power cap. So the other Mystique one I've now got, I'm going to have to wait until... So that Colossus I've got must have full of his. Going to have a look in a moment. So for the Wolverine, so that's giving me some bonus ISO 8. Add another level 2 because there was another cover that was there, so he's now up to 111. That's just giving me another recruit token. Thor I know we had once. More ISO 8, cool. Nearly at another level. That Dakin I don't use, I use the 3-star one. And no, I don't know why it's kind of pixelating slightly. This is another one upgraded. Right, so there's Colossus. So Colossal I've got 3 more to get before he's at his power cap. I'm not going to be able to get another 3 covers and upgrade him and get him a power before that other one is gone, so I'm going to go sell him. The command point I got earlier, you can see where it says I can then buy that cover for 20 command points. I think 4 stars are like 120, so sort of up to you how you spend them. Let's see what that heroic token was. Another Thor. Okay, cool. Claim that reward. 17.5 that. So we now got 35 ISO 8. Or 35,000 rather. We go to train. So you can see you get 10 health packs, but your characters heal over time anyway, and your health packs recover over time as well. So we need to raise beast level. As you can see, it's still got like 48,000 to go until he's at his level cap. I think it's then 7,500 ISO 8 to get to the next bit. Which is I'll hold this button down for a bit. Keep going, keep going. Haven't quite got enough for one level. So 6 levels to go on him. And then I need the extra to... Okay, I've just seen how long I've been recording for. So, I'll leave the story thing for another day. If you guys want to see more, let us know in the comments. I'll put the link in the description below to go and play it on Steam, but it is also available on the App Store and on Google Play. Thanks so much for us for watching. If you've liked it, if you can let us know. If you want to talk to myself or the Panda directly, you can do so. Links are in the description for Facebook and Twitter for the pair of us. If you want to see more Puzzle Quest stuff, let us know in the comments or drop us a tweet or anything like that. Thanks so much guys for watching, and as always, we'll see you all on the next level.